see what all the hype is about Tulum, for sure. I just had the world's dumbest moment. I thought I made coffee, but I never poured the water in the back reservoir. So I come up and it's this clear coffee. What's wrong with it? Clearly I need this. Okay, yeah. I think I got it this time. Please be good. Okay. It's a good color. I'm optimistic. So today our plan is to go to Tulum, go down there, and we're gonna go check out the Mayan ruins and go see a couple more beaches and cenotes and really kind of just bum around. It's Sunday down here in Mexico, and as I recall, I don't know if it's changed or not, but it used to be that Mexico on Sundays, it would really shut down. At least it did on Cozumel. So we're kind of just planning on doing outside stuff. Not that we weren't planning on doing that anyway. But yeah, it's just gonna be a lot more fun in the sun today. I'm gonna need this. Okay, I think we're okay. I set off the smoke detector or smoke alarm this morning. It's hot though. It's hot here. I lit a tortilla on fire. Whoops.
I had asked if you wanted me to cook tortillas, and you're like, no, I got this.
What?
You had it until it was burnt.
Yeah. Maybe I wanted mine burnt. You don't know me. Well, the coffee's good. So I think I would be hired as a coffee maker, but probably not a tortilla cooker. Yeah. Doesn't smell like smoke in here anymore, so that's good. Roy spotted a Mexican tree chicken. Oh, where'd you go? Instead of filming him, I took a million pictures. Now he left, but it's a chacalaca. Roy played the sound of one, and he was like, nah, I'm out. Bye. So I Googled it, and there was one of those drop-down ones that says, what is the loud bird in Mexico? Chacalaca. I Googled Mexican tree chicken, and it came up after a bunch of recipes. Apparently tree chicken is a dish here. I'm so happy how nice it feels out here today, because I'm hot from drinking coffee. Did it? Oh, it's so pretty. I love Latin America in the morning. It's just so fresh and wet.
Or ask that person. We're just coming here and park, I guess.
Just park over here?
Right over here?
Sure. Seems like parking, for the most part, is pretty typically 100 pesos, which is what, $5?
Yep.
Okay.
Good job. Nasty.
Thank you. I'm getting there. I am getting there. So we parked, left everything over there, and now we are hiking down this old pathway. Roadway. That was quick and easy. It was $830 for 2 people.
Which is?
20, just around $20 per person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that worked out well. They check your bags when you come in, and apparently you're not allowed to have a vaporizer or a vape. Why did I say it like that?
No,
it was weird.
Well, you probably can't have a vaporizer either, because you just be like,
pew pew. No vaporizers.
I got dropped off here to pay more.
You think?
I don't know.
Probably not. Hope not. You have to take a little bus to get over here.
He's like, hot.
And it only took like 2 seconds. That was misleading. When you get off the cart, you need to get another ticket to go into the archaeological stuff, which is like 100, I think. At least that's what the sign said. So we are hoofing it back over to get another ticket.
And you have to pay for GoPro.
Yeah, and you have to pay for a GoPro. So we're gonna find out how much that is.
Only out here, so that's why I was
Shoot.
like, that's why I was saying I only have this much cash.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're set. So it's 100 per ticket. And then he said 260, so 60 for the GoPro for filming. Hopefully we're set this time. It looks like everybody keeps walking up and then walking back.
Yep. Well, I wondered about that, but then I was like, I see a whole group going down there.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
It said to arrive early, which we sort of did. I don't think we really nailed that.
Oh, it says Wi-Fi.
If you look over here, it's the traditional Mayan
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Enjoy free of charge internet access while you're here.
They were really ahead of their times.
Guide Eva.
So, we are here at the Mayan ruins, and apparently this was one of the first places that the Spaniards discovered, according to the books and the placards that they have alongside the pathway. And it was part of a series of ports. Oh, sorry, Mayan forts and trading outposts. They think it was created in 300 BC. Apparently we are going to see, hopefully, House of the Cenote, Temple of the Wind, Temple of the Descending God,
And crocodiles.
and El Castillo, and the Temple of the Frescoes. Oh,
There's a lizard.
there's a lizard? Oh, there's a lizard. Pretty cool.
Concerns me that they have like a few inches on each side.
Okay. The two-room structure with a third chamber added later is less impressive than the gaping maw of its namesake cenote. The water is not drinkable thanks to the salt water intrusion, but it may not have been the case over half a million, or half a what?
Century.
Half a millennium ago. It's unlikely that Tulum could have grown to its size and prominence without a major water source. Now there's some water in there, isn't there?
Yeah,
Okay.
but they say it might be saltwater intrusion, which would make sense.
Yeah, I
but
just
maybe,
told you
yeah, but maybe the coast was farther away.
Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, cracks and stuff like that cause it, so.
Yeah.
Neat. Oh, Temple of the Wind. Temple of the Wind. Phew, that one. That's what that is. All right, following the path, the next major structure is the Temple of the Wind, perched regally atop the rocky outcrop,
Where it's windy.
overlooking a picturesque sandy cove. If it looks familiar, it's because that it appears on all the postcards that you can get of this place. So all the pictures, that one. The view is even better from a vista point behind El Castillo, and of course the ocean. The name derives from the unique circular base upon which the structure is built. In central Mexican cosmology, the circle is associated with the god of the wind, and its presence here and at other ruins like San Gervasio on Isla Cozumel, ooh, we've been to those, is evidence of the strong influence that central Mexican migrants / invaders had on post-classic Maya societies. Neat.
And now for some intriguing bee.
Some B-roll, would you say?
Crackle.
All right, onward. Adventure. Yep. I wish I would have brought my hat.
Attili in Tulum. You missed out on.
It's in the car. Ruins.
And the ocean coming right up.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, seriously. I didn't realize that we were that low.
Yeah. It'd be cooler if you could just go down too.
I know. Afterwards, after this, we'll go swimming and we'll go take a look at it all. And it'll be the most amazing thing ever. Neat. This is called Temple of the Descending God because of the picture, the character above the doorway is an upside down guy with his legs up in the air. I don't know if you can see it, but the Temple of the Descending God apparently is argued about because there's a winged upside down guy above the doorway. Some people think it's Venus, the setting sun, the god of rain, and even the god of bees. But whatever the answer, it was clearly a deeply revered or feared deity. And the image appears on several of Tulum's buildings. Roy thinks that the real descending god is this iguana over here. Oh, he knows. He's like, I am the descending god. Okay. That is El Castillo. And apparently there's a block up at the top of the stairs that they think was used as a sacrificial chopping block. So we're gonna see if we can take a look at it from another angle.
It's an R for Roy.
Oh, it is. Now find an E. Boy, I tell you what, this is like, if somebody described the most perfect beach ever, this would be it. It's beautiful. The water is blue, turquoise. Ah, there's a lizard. Jeez.
I touched the butt.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't need to. We are taking a leap of faith, and we exited.
Following the rest of the crew.
Yeah. I mean, if we're gonna get lost, we're all gonna get lost together, I suppose. But I think this goes to the beach, so we're gonna go swim.
Or back to the parking lot.
Yeah. One of the two. Let's go in the very back. We're gonna hike, but our friendly nearbuyers said there was a cart coming. You can't hear them because they're electric. Whoa!
The wheels on the bus go round and round.
We have no idea where we are.
They continue walking.
Go down there, or should we go up here?
Sure, why not?
Something just went crashing through the jungle.
I know, probably a pig. Let's go find it.
I bet it was one of those dogs. Good luck, don't die. Ah, the sand here is so nice and powdery. Oh, I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's cold. Okay, so it would have been 515 pesos per person. Yeah. To get beach access and to get the Mayan ruins. What is that, 25 bucks a person? Yeah.
Versus yesterday.
Yeah, 25 bucks a person, and the beach is actually not that packed. It's very pretty. And you get carts to bring you down. For the most part, like, nobody's hassling us. There are no beach vendors except for the guys offering snorkeling. Which is pretty cool. I mean, that's a thumbs up in my book right off the bat. There's a big storm coming. We think this hut is going to be waterproof enough, hopefully. We're going to find out. Good thing these cars are waterproof. Just doing my part to make sure I don't have scurvy. I think that if I don't go get in this water right now, I'm going to die. Oh man. Here's Roy, sitting on the shore. He doesn't want to get in. We're gonna head to Cenote Car Wash, or Car Wash Cenote? No, that's what you picked. So we're gonna go check that out and see how that goes.
It's the one that has a resident crocodile.
Oh, it has a resident crocodile apparently.
And
but they said that it was small, so it's okay. Just don't bother it and he won't bother you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna trust that, and I'm not gonna miss an opportunity to swim with a crocodile.
Yeah, same. And they have turtles and fish like the other one, but they are less popular than the Grand Cenote
Yeah.
and far less in price.
Yeah. The Grand Cenote is like 25 bucks a person, according to Google. And Car Wash Cenote is 5 bucks. So, fewer people and cheaper. Done. Done. Come here very, very early.
For parking and for everything else.
Holy moly.
Didn't notice it until we were on the way out.
Yeah. Over by the beach, it wasn't even that busy either. But yeah, it is busy now. Now it's gonna be a zoo to try and get out of here.
Nah.
No? You don't think so?
Straight ahead.
I hope so. Just go straight up.